Shalom, shalom, shalom. Go to your praises on glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH BARAK YAHAWASHI Call name La YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. And all praises on glorification to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM QADASH. And of course, in the waters of the Apostle Millstone, you teach real well. And so I can try and do something real quick. Bear with me for a second. Let's see if this works. You know, still like it. No, I see if it works. I want to pull it up on the. I want to pull it up on the computer, so bear with me for 1 second, because having a problem pulling up on the camera and all that shit. So, you know, there we go. Boop. See if it pops up. Damn it. You know. Yeah, not gonna let me read it. Yeah, but this is the news. This is basically the sorry, the magazine. Yeah, magazine. So like, goddamn, I forgot what the magazine was. Yeah, this is the magazine that I got, you know, from a store. And I want to read it real quick. You know, it says Trump plans for mass deportation, sanctuary cities in peril, states prepare for civil war. You know, so those states are preparing for civil war. You know. Sadly, of course, I don't think I'll be able to pull it up on the computer. So I'm just going to read it. And, yeah, I'm just going to read it real quick. And, low one you may find it edifying. You know? So, reading it. The main headline is a civil war on horizon. Inside Trump's risky secret plans to sweep illegals out of the country. Hard-charging Donald Trump has vowed to rid America of his swarm of illegal immigrants, beginning on day one of his return to the Oval Office. And now sources exclusively reveal the president-elect's prime targets, top-secret plans to execute mandates, and the potential flashpoints that may spark a civil war. While Trump and his tough-talking border czar appointee, Tom Homan, crisscross the country, promising to declare a state of emergency and activate the military to root out illegals, many governors and local officials are pushing back and setting the stage for a fight. You know? So they're planning to immediately declare a state of emergency. No? So that's what Trump planned to do as soon as they get in. No? So let me just look this up. What would happen? What will happen if the U.S. is under state of emergency? Let's see. What would happen? When U.S. is under a state of emergency, the government can take action to respond to the situation, such as authorizing the governor to act. The governor can use authorities to be process. Expanding executive powers. The executive branch can temporarily use powers that are normally reserved for legislators. such as suspending statutes or creating new laws. You know? The president can use special authorities, military troops, such as shutting down communication facilities or drawing down equipment from national defense stockpiles. Then the government can freeze bank accounts to prevent financial transactions that may harm national security. So these are the things that are going to happen in the days to come. Which said they're going to happen, So basically they'll be able to enact on military powers, say the least, Which will be only want them to do. But it also said local officials are many governors and local officials are pushing back and setting the stage for a fight. So only they're preparing for a fight against Mr. Trump himself, and basically Trump's cabinet and the government, really, which will be treason, fighting against the government, So let me read the scripture right here. Isaiah chapter 19:2. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, that they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is talking about Babylon the Great, because right now Egypt is not in focus. No one cares about Egypt right now. Egypt ain't the top ruler. Egypt not the top guy. He ain't that guy. Babylon the Great's that guy. Going over to Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So this place is called Egypt. Why? Because we're being enslaved in Babylon the Great. That's why it's called Egypt. Because the word Egypt goes back to double straits. Or basically being like a rock in a hard place. Let me get that word for Egypt real quick. Burn of Egypt as HALAHYAM, double straits, So basically like being a rock in between a hard place, Entrenchment. That's root. Basically being between two entrenchments. So like so yeah, that's what it is. Being a rock in a hard place, man. And that's basically what Israel was in during the time where we were in slavery, in Egypt, the house of bondage, Presidential historian Leon Wagner tells National Enquirer such chest thumping is a recipe for bloodshed, anarchy, and mayhem. So essentially, you pump your chest saying, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta get rid of all these people, come up in there and get rid of them, deport them, lock them up in FEMA, deportation camps, detention camps, and all that shit to get rid of them. That's a recipe for chaos, man. And that's only what they're gonna do. Bring about chaos. That's what the elites want. Ordo ab chaos. That's what the elites want. Why? Because they want to instill the NWO. Use the chaos to bring about order. Their order. Which is not going to last that long. In what? The MOTB. Specifically. So this book of Romans 15 and not Romans. Second Edges 15 and 16. Let's start with 15. For the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. In this place, the Lord set the place up, man, for failure. But having everyone have guns and all that shit. Now everyone, now everyone has weapons. Now everyone has a weapon. Now everyone has a chance to rise up against their government. No, they see fit. No, because they have weapons now. They have guns now. No, so chaos is brewing. Chaos is stirring up, man. There could be clashes between immigration officers, local law enforcement, and they could turn into an ugly situation. Especially when the hardliners in Oregon, Washington, and California. No, so these places could be a hotspot for complete anarchy. No, going against the government, man. So we have, we're yet to see what will happen that day. But when it does happen, which it will happen normally, dig of trouble will happen. Civil war will happen right now. It gotta get brutal out here. Trump cannot back down now because the MAGA forces are gearing up for it to be a real civil war if local officials prevent the federal government from dragging immigrants away. So only if they want to stop it, they try to stop it, you gotta get brutal out here. Because they're gonna try to resist. The migrants obviously don't want to go. So they're gonna fight back too. It gotta get hectic out here, man. That's why it's called. Let me get over here. Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up. So even Michael the archangel got to stand up. The great prince was standing for the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in that book, in the book. But it said right there, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. So this is gonna be the worst time in human history, man. Because with America, the head of all these other nations start toppling over and falling down, these other nations got to topple over and falling down too. They'll ally with America, like NATO and all these other nations allied with America. They got to topple down too. That's Isaiah 31. Get that? 31:3. Now the Egyptians are men, and not Yahawah. Their horse is flesh, and not spirit. When Yahawah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So everyone allied with the Egyptians are going to be taken down with them, man. No one can stop the Lord, man. That's what the gang that assaulted the Capitol on January 6th wanted. Another January 6th one. Another massive attack like 2021's could be on the horizon. So another massive attack. Another massive civil unrest could happen. In 2025. 2025 looking like it could be that year, man. We have to wait and see, of course, but it's looking like it. Bringing on, U.S. Homeland Security has estimated about 11 million illegal immigrants are currently living in America. Now, Republican Trump, who dusted Democratic challenger Kamala Harris by a 3 million margin and won control of both houses of Congress, is ready to leverage his success to toss the lawbreakers out en masse. The 78-year-old Commander-in-Chief had pledged to use the obscure 1798 Alien Enemies Act to aggressively hunt down and expel illegal residents. He dubbed the massive initiative Operation Aurora, naming it after the Colorado town taken over by gun-toting Venezuelan gangs. This is him saying this. I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered, and we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail, then kick them the hell out of the country as fast as possible. The incoming president declared. So hey, this thing about to get on and popping, man. And these people, these Americans, these Babylonians, they living in rest, man. They're not ready. They're not ready at all, man. No, they're not ready at all. To deal with this, because this thing is foreign to them. Civil unrest at a high scale is foreign to them, because they're totally used to living in pleasure and ease and rest. They're not ready to. They're not ready at all, really. For the brutality the Lord gonna bring. Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So that's going through their minds. They gotta be defended. They're not gonna lose their children. They're not gonna die. Not gonna see any sort of trouble. Not gonna become a so-called third world country. But only it will. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. So Lord got things down perfectly, man. For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. They're only talking about nuclear destruction, but even before that, man, the Lord got to bring down the hammer against this place, man. Next page. California Attorney General Rob Bonta, who came to the U.S. from the Philippines as a child with his parents, insisted my office will continue to use the full force of the law and every tool at our disposal to protect the rights of California immigrants. Meanwhile, Illinois Governor J.B. Persiker warns that if feds come to a state to take away the freedom of immigrants, they will have a brawl on their hands. So they're waiting to fight, man. Using street corner fighting words, Persiker bellowed, "You come from my people, you come through me." I'm gonna skip ahead to. They also show a picture of the FEMA camp, the ICE camp. What it looks like. I gotta try to lower the recording because the recording cut off the last time I turned on the camera. Because it's like recording and shit. But here's a photo of the ICE camp. Now you can see all that, bunk beds and all. Now that's what they're planning to do. They're planning to lock you in. That's how the detention camps gotta be, man. You gotta be sectioned off. You gotta be put up in the bunk camp, the bunk beds. You get stuck, man. Crowd in, shoved in. That's how the FEMA camp's gotta be. Let's go to. Here we go. A little bit down on the 27th page. While the feds only have 41,000 immigration prison beds available, Trump seeks to build or find detention centers near cities with large migrant populations, such as Miami, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles, as well as America's northeast corridor. So they gotta build the detention centers. You know? You see how this is all adding up? No, I did a lesson on it yesterday. Truth shall overcome, man. No, the truth gotta come down, man. Because Esau know he had a short time, man. While willing to overlook dreamers or illegals who earn college degrees, Trump is taking a hard get-out stance against anchor babies. Children born on American soil to parents who unwillingly entered the country. We had to end it. It's ridiculous, Trump said. I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is to keep them together, and you had to send them all back. So it don't even matter, where you're legally here or not. No, they gotta get you out. They gotta deport your ass together, man. You know. So that's only what they gotta do, man. And hey, this is why we need, the word of Yahawah, Yahawashi. Now I gotta close out here. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at that times. It's strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So we got fear Yahweh Shemel Shai and have this wisdom knowledge saying truth. Because that's the only way you gotta be defending these times. He's coming down with a hammer, man. You know? No, and he got to spit it somehow, some way, to come against us. You know? However you may do it. You know? And against all Jake, really. So, hey, we got to wait and see. But low and unified, go get praise and honor and glorification. Yahawah Shemel Shai, BAHASHAM QADASH, and Shalom.